The Circus of the Last Days serves as a fantastic venue for surprises in Baldur's Gate 3, as this Act 3 attraction conceals much more than it seems at first glance. While not every surprise at the circus is particularly delightful, guests are far more likely to depart feeling enriched rather than dissatisfied. For anyone intending to visit, the clear standout is djinni Akabi, whose wheel has all the charm of a rigged carnival game. Although winning on Akabi's wheel through honest means might be out of reach, losing doesn't have to be catastrophic. The djinni presents a selection of consolation prizes, which often produce more amusing effects than the majority of items in the game. Regardless of what the party leaves with from Akabi's Wheel of Wonders, it's an excellent location to obtain items that may not be worth the price. But surely, there's a chuckle to be found in every potential reward. Undoubtedly, there are still numerous players who haven't encountered them all, and haven't felt the effects of each item. So we've decided to compile a video to display all 16 consolation prizes. The boots of very fast blinking are a rare pair of boots that allow the wearer to use Misty Step once every turn. However, there's a catch. Their clothes are left behind, which can be quite embarrassing. Nevertheless, I believe there are numerous situations where wearing them proves to be incredibly advantageous. In Act 3, the urban environment necessitates stealth, and the ability to Misty Step continuously within a building simplifies avoiding guards and security measures. For instance, altering the printing press at the Baldur's Mouth offices to protect the party's reputation is a significant case, as is raiding the high-security vaults of the counting house for a substantial increase in wealth. I would argue that this is one of the few rewards truly worth having. The Eternal Carafe of Wine, or sometimes acid, is an uncommon utility potion that has either wine or acid in it, depending on the day. Has infinite uses, and after every long rest randomizes its content, either acid or wine. Vecna is a mythical lich who has achieved godhood. His detached left hand and left eye are immensely potent magical relics, known as the Hand of Vecna and the Eye of Vecna. Because of their legendary reputation, several counterfeit items have emerged, and the other Hand of Vecna is certainly among them. It serves no purpose whatsoever. The bag of Moulding functions as a container that will cause any food inside to rot. However, it has no effect on drinks or supply packs. Akabi's old lamp is merely an empty lamp that inexplicably gives off a unique odor reminiscent of old socks. Yet another item without purpose. The Unlucky Thief's Gloves are an uncommon gloves that grants the wearer +2 to sleight of hand checks, so it can be another item worth keeping. Also, it will add a piece of charcoal to the wearer's inventory for each item they steal. After stealing 20 times, the next steal adds a burning coal bucket instead.
Prizes found only in the most exotic of blades.
The Mirror of Aging is a common miscellaneous item that will show you yourself as an elderly person, provided you look into it for long enough. I couldn't find any way to actually use it. The reverse rain cloak could serve as a beneficial item in specific circumstances, since it bestows the wet condition upon the user, boosting their fire resistance. However, it does make them susceptible to lightning and cold damage.
Yes?
Prizes found only in the most exotic of planes.
Next up is the Gem of Restitution, yet another item that serves no purpose. If Akabi is alive, it will return to his inventory after being sold to a vendor. If he is dead, it will instead be added to the inventory of the character who won it after each long rest. The Ceres's Caress voucher is simply another worthless item. As per its description, the person holding this voucher can redeem it for a free drink at Ceres's Caress. However, it expired a year ago. Next on the list is the definitely a Broom of Flying, yet another utterly pointless item. It cannot be equipped, and no, it does not actually provide the ability to fly. The comeback Handaxe is an item that is certainly worth retaining. It is a lightly enchanted +1 variant belonging to the Handaxe's family of weapons. Its design is well suited for being hurled at adversaries as a projectile, and true to its name, the axe features a hidden homing weapon capability. However, it also impacts the thrower upon its return, dealing just the base 1 d6 +1 damage. This axe may be more advantageous than it initially appears. Unlike other homing weapons, it does not equip itself after being thrown, but rather returns to the inventory.
Very well. Should get started.
Next up is the Staff of a Mumbling Wizard. It is a quarterstaff that allows the user to cast a variant of Firebolt that has a chance to cast Fireball instead.
What path lies before me?
The +1 Breastplate, which shouldn't be confused with a real Breastplate +1, is effectively equivalent to a regular breastplate. Next is the magical Walnut, which is nothing else but a bag that contains 5 walnuts.
Again to try anew.
And finally, the last consolation prize is the lonely left boot of Elvenkind. It is the left boot of the famous magical footwear, And yes, it is just another useless prize for losers.
Prizes found only in the most exotic of places.